मार्वल्स की पूरी पिक्चर जितना अगर हम लोग एंड के क्रेडिट हटा दे तो। ये मूवी के डायरेक्टर का कहना है कि उनका पहले से प्लान था 2 घंटे के अंदर की पिक्चर बनाना, पूरा कोड तुम यहाँ पे रीड कर सकते हो। लेकिन इस मूवी को देखने के बाद क्लियरली फील होता है कि कई सारे सीन्स ऐसे थे जहाँ पे वो लोग एडिशनल टाइम यूज कर सकते थे कैरेक्टर्स को थोड़ा डेवलप करने के लिए, ऑडियंस को इमोशनली इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए। एग्जाम्पल के लिए मूवी की जो मेन विलन है उनका मास्टर प्लान है कि दूसरे प्लेनेट से वो नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज लेके अपने प्लेनेट पे लाएंगे ताकि खुद के लोग सरवाइव कर पाए। हवा, पानी और आग, अब इसके लिए वो कहीं पे भी जा सकती हैं, लेकिन वो वही प्लेनेट चूज करती हैं जो कैप्टन मार्वल की डियर है। ये पॉइंट इंपॉर्टेंट है, ध्यान रखना। तो तुम ऐसे ग्रह से पूरी हवा छीन ले रहे हो तो वहां के लोग क्या होंगे? एंड व्हेन पीपल डाई, कैप्टन मार्वल इज लाइक मर गए, नेक्स्ट टाइम रुक लेंगे। मतलब एग्जैक्टली ऐसे वर्ड नहीं थे उनके, बट सीन जब तुम देखोगे तो तुमको भी डिजायर होगा कि थोड़ा रिएक्शन तो निकाल भाई। यहाँ पर अब तुम डेविल्स एडवोकेट बनके डिफेंड कर सकते हो कि कैप्टन मार्वल है वो पूरे स्पेस में कहाँ नहीं गई है, इतने सारे स्पीशीज से मिली है, कितने सारे लोग, कितने सारे प्राणी उसके सामने मरे होंगे, तो लाइफ की इंपॉर्टेंस शायद उसके लिए कम फील होती होगी। बट सेम सीन में उसके सामने कमाला खान भी थी, मिस मार्वल। एटलीस्ट उससे तो स्ट्रॉन्ग रिस्पॉन्स एक्सपेक्ट करते हो, जो कि होता नहीं है। यूट्यूबर्स लोग एक ट्रिक यूज करते हैं तुम्हारा अटेंशन बना के रखने के लिए कि कंटिन्यूअसली बोलते जाओ। अगर कहीं पे थोड़ा बहुत गैप भी है तो म्यूजिक, साउंड इफेक्ट लगा के सब कुछ भर दो, ऑडियंस को सांस लेने तक का टाइम मत दो। और ये द मार्वल्स मूवी भी वही करती है। सीन्स को अच्छी तरीके से पकाने के लिए जो टाइम लगता है वो देने के बदले फटाक से एक चीज दिखा दी, अब दूसरी चीज, तीसरी, चौथी। और इसीलिए मूवी के अंदर जो स्टेक्स है ना कि विलन क्या नुकसान कर सकता है अपने हीरोज को, अपने वर्ल्ड को, वो कभी भी रियल फील नहीं होते। तुम अगर देखने जा रहे हो तो इस बारे में सोचना कि एंड में जो वो करने जा रही है उसका क्या परिणाम हो सकता है, बट वी डोंट केयर। तीनों में केमिस्ट्री तो ठीक है, लेकिन उसको और अच्छा किया जा सकता था इंटरेस्टिंग सिचुएशन खड़े करके। फिर से एग्जांपल रखता हूँ तुम्हारे सामने, गार्डियंस ऑफ द गैलेक्सी पहली मूवी जब आई थी, पूरे के पूरे नए कैरेक्टर्स, फिर भी मूवी हर एक के बारे में अपने को केयर करना सिखा देती है और उनके बीच में जो बॉन्ड है वो तुम भी फील करते हो। यहाँ पर के तीनों कैरेक्टर्स ऑलरेडी सेटअप हो चुके हैं पिछली मूवीज, पिछली वेब सीरीज के अंदर, बट क्या ये पिक्चर उनके कनेक्शन को आगे ले जा पाती है? उतना नहीं, क्योंकि कैप्टन मार्वल जो कि तीनों में से सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट है, उसकी पावर को पूरा नर्फ कर दिया। वो कितनी कैपेबल है ये पिक्चर के एंड में बताते हैं जब पूरी स्टोरी खत्म हो चुकी है। उसके बदले दूसरी नई चीज सिखाने की कोशिश की जाती है, इमोशन। सबसे पहले बाय मोनिका रैम्बो, जिसकी पूरी हिस्ट्री रही है अपनी मम्मी और उसके साथ, और सबसे बड़ा बाय मिस द मार्वल बोलने वाला। नाम को लेके भले माइंड फक हो रहा है, लेकिन एक कोई भी डिनाई नहीं कर सकता कि वो मूवी का हार्ट है। इजीली द बेस्ट थिंग अबाउट द मार्वल एंड द वर्स्ट थिंग अबाउट निक फ्यूरी। पोस्टर और ट्रेलर में देखकर तुम अगर थोड़ा भी उम्मीद लगा के जा रहे हो तो उसको ऐसा फेंक दो कि पूरी पिक्चर में वो कमाला के पेरेंट्स को बेबीसिट करता है। यस, आई एम नॉट जोकिंग, कोई काम नहीं है, लाइक लिटरल जीरो स्क्रीन टाइम है लेकिन काम नहीं। तो तुम सोचो क्या किया होगा उन्होंने। एक और बड़ा ड्रॉबैक द मार्वल्स के लिए ऐसा है ना कि जिस यूनिवर्स का पार्ट है मार्वल सिनेमैटिक यूनिवर्स, उसके ग्रैंड स्कीम ऑफ थिंग्स में ये मैटर भी नहीं करती। तो इसलिए एक बहुत बार जो रीजन कहीं ज्यादा बेटर रहेगा। अच्छे पॉइंट अगर पिक्चर के पॉइंट करने हो, एक्शन को कंसीडर कर सकते हो, क्योंकि बहुत सारे चीजों को हैंड टू हैंड देखने मिलता है। कैप्टन मार्वल की पिक्चर को ऐसे खत्म है जहाँ पर मजाक लाइट करता है। मिस मार्वल की बात मैंने ऑलरेडी और वो जो मैंने नॉन स्टॉप चीजें फेंकने वाली बात करी ना, उसका कि अगर आप वैसे ऑडियंस हो जो कि स्टोरी के बारे में बहुत ज्यादा केयर नहीं करता, ज्यादा दिमाग नहीं लगाना, उसको सिर्फ जाना है थिएटर के अंदर, मारा मारी देखनी है, ऊपर से सुपर हीरो वाली, तो यू कैन वॉच दिस मूवी, बट मेजोरिटी के लिए जस्ट स्किप इट। टाइम पास के लिए देखना है तो जब डिज्नी प्लस पे आ जाएगी तब देख लेना।
Off we go! Strike a pose!
This is tough going. Delphi.
wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. Wait, why?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen...
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her...
Precisely. And as much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a...
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie, indeed. Alas, I am forced to watch on helplessly as the more brave...
Aw, too bad.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
Oz with the show begins. Full is left. By royal decree.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Barbados, guide us.
Be sanctified. Silence!
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Vilma, are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's leading?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have...
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance... I care just as much as everyone else about... If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make...
Vilma, avoiding the truth will not help anyone, unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Vilma, I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame, but now I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. The little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to...
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near it. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then... So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, it seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting. The drink in question was synth.
Isn't that the drink paddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us. I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that, but things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told... I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything. Yeah, I got Aurelie...
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean? You were afraid. This was a life and death. How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too...
Yeah, listen to him.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show.
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you end my life, so I can meet...
Get out of my sight! Go!
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the... You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life.
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage, The lead role is the focal point of the but in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters, to shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but...
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And if you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, but you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You can... What are you laughing at?
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that if she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded.
Really? But she sounded like such a...
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed.
I'm truly sorry.
It's all right.
So, the ending.
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on the end of the story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater. If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind...
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the...
No.
Well,
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial... Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't...
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind.
Hey! It's full of script lines!
Let me take a look. Maybe... Aha! I found some... Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a...
Lachey took so many lives.
I guess O'Reilly must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would... wait, it cuts off. Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for you.
She was so terrified.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop. I can't bear to think how painful and... wait. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face
Isn't that the most important line?
Because I am an...
Oh!
So she didn't regret her decision. I'm sure this is what the troop... She had their utmost trust. Let's go.
created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to
Even in the last moments of her life.
She did her best to protect as many people. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. Well, Vilmont?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show.
Then it
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never...
Don't underestimate my experience. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully and aren't human emotions. I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And
Then, let's not delay things any longer.
actually, before that, during the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
But then...
After all, this role was originally meant besides. A role commemorating her life.
Well, if you're sure you're...
Now we're... Alright, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I...
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual...
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary...
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's...
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that... Oh,
No,
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect... Come on! We'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette. Hey, look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, traveler.
I would like to book the Opera Epiclet.
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat... The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Now, it would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform, nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I must admit, though, I'm a little envious.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to...
Thanks, Nervalect.
You are very welcome.
Good news, everyone. It's thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Nervalette we've had to fight every step of the way for this a touching story. Now, let's work.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, Viamal and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's...
Wow, you two had a constructive...
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us.
It's amazing. Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you...
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice.
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to...
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to...
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid, and never...
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. If only...
What should we do? It's almost...
Hey, what's going on? Oh no, not again.
They've been getting less and less effective.
What? I thought they cure it. So they...
I figured whatever it took to get me...
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture...
I'm sorry.
You...
Miss Furina?
Say no more. If you're sick, Loic, your character has no more...
Yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although...
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. From the sublime to the ridiculous...
Thank you, Miss Furina.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask, what, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so bright?
It's her pure heart, despite all the pain and loneliness she...
Well said. I leave director...
Is she here yet?
Let's get here!
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité elle est nourrie, ainsi que toi, mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Le grand amour ne suffit pas, seul un adieu fleurira. C'est notre histoire de vie, douce et amère. Moi, je suis seule et toujours là, à voir le monde et sa beauté, et ça ne changera jamais, jamais.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now. Gotta say, though, her acting...
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the... It's too bad that I had to break the one clue. Still, I have to... It felt good to be back on the...
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so she's back.
Honestly, what is he doing?
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group after all. It's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be a...
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the... Teyvat flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that... I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty... I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy?
Oh, let's go check on her as soon...
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely... If nothing else, we can safely say that...
you're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication.
How did the performance go?
You'll be glad to know it was...
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to...
No, don't worry about it. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very...
Well, one, I've had bad luck ever since I was born.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe...
Oh, don't you start.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about...
I don't know what you're talking...
You mean we never stop arguing?
So, any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is short. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the Little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would...
No, we should still disband.
Yeah.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina's performance, I think I'm starting...
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally...
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. What about you, Miss Furina?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the...
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say, maybe, Nervilette was right. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, yeah. But from now on... I want to spend my time. I want to watch them blossom and wither. See them I'm sure this is what...
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place...
If a vision, then I should do my best to honor it. It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it is. What a rich aroma and delicate... I'm really not accustomed to using a vision. Oh, why don't you teach me? The strength gained through my own hard work is truly... That's more like it. As expected, my dazzling side comes through in any situation. Everybody stand back! Scatter! Nice and spicy! You're toast!
Torn to oblivion! The world remains constant over the set.
I'll think about it.
There'll be an extra few.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
Time itself is a silent song.
I didn't know you cared so much about me.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
How brilliant! Shower me with praise! Strike a pose! Shower me with praise! Yoo-hoo! Yep. Time to shine! Strike a pose! Yoo-hoo! Strike a pose!
Paimon's stomach is rumbling already! You've got it! You got it! Whew, that was a tough fight!
I only bring the things that have a name.
Yeah! You nearly got him! Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already!
I only bring in things that have a name. I only bring in things that have a name.
Strike a pose! Shower me with praise!
Illusion shattered!
Is this an answer from this world? Add as. Thank you for complete.
There'll be an extra fee for that. Think about it.
Settle down!
Let the world come alive! Oz, reveal!
Silence!
May I present? Time to shine! Yoo-hoo! I swear by my sword! The show begins! Strike a pose! Yoo-hoo! Let the world come alive! Wait, hear me. Time to shine! Yoo-hoo! Shadow Raven!
Silence!
How brilliant! May I present? Huh? The show begins! By royal Odds reveal. Strike a pose. Shower me with praise. Strike a pose.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Bow your head.
badass.
Let's finish this, swiftly. Let's finish this, swiftly.
Let's finish this quickly. Don't blink!
Let's go.
Let's finish this quickly. Cut to the chase. Right idea. Wrong time. Send one, send them all. See?